kid. You're coming all unglued.
Where'd that last punch come from, Johnny?
What do you think? From east of the sun or west of the moon? What are you, his manager or his undertaker?
How about it, kid?
I can take him.
Only a small dose, this kid. He's pulverizing me.
Shut up.
You want him dead?
You're out.
Of the sixth round, winner by a knockout, Eddie Grove.
What's with him, Doc?
You just lost a fighter, Gus. Maybe for good.
How can that be, Doc? Such a tough boy like Johnny. How could that be?
Didn't I fight him clean? Take it easy on the jacket, will you? What do you want to do, mess it up?
It's all right. We got room service. We'll get it cleaned and pressed for you while you're waiting.
Okay, Sarge, book him.
Okay, fellas, we'll start with you, the smiler with the knife.
I've done a lot of wicked things. But I never killed a man. Not deliberately. Every man a tiny miracle. That he walks, talks, thinks, feels, remembers. How can we accept such an overwhelming gift? Except to fail it. Except to dissipate your inheritance. Tell me, gentlemen, I used to be a doctor. Now, what name can I give myself now? Huh? Drunk? Dreamer? Depressive? Oh, no. There's one name only I can give myself. $50 and a case of liquor, that's all it cost him. And the name? Murderer. Yeah. Murderer. Murderer! It's a skull. Johnny's skull! Murderer!
Drop that drunk in the tank until he can crawl again. Then we'll listen.
Mike, this Johnny that he's been mumbling about, his name is Johnny Meigs. He's a fighter. They have him up at the Borough General Hospital. He's not expected to live. Now, Mike, nobody tried to murder this guy. He was injured last night during a bout.
All right, come on. $50 and a case of whiskey.
Yeah, sure. Come on. Steady.
This Johnny Meigs. You ever hear of him?
No, only what they told me at the hospital. I spoke to a Dr. Lee Harper. He sounds like a fight buff. He says that Meigs used to be quite a club fighter.
Used to?
That's what he said.
Wife?
Yeah. Evidently, she's having a rough go of it. The doctor says she's sitting there and just keeps repeating over and over again, Johnny, why did you do it?
Well, go ask him why.
Oh, wait a minute, Mike. This man is incoherent. He's not expected to live.
No less coherent than that drunk we just took out of here. The guy that said he killed him.
It was the rose, wasn't it?
Mrs. Meigs, may we speak to you a moment? Detective Flint. Mrs. Meigs, do you know a Dr. Benton?
No.
Well, he seems to feel that he's responsible for what's happened to your husband.
He can't talk. He just lies there and he looks at me. He knew what it meant if he fought again. He knew, but he fought again. He fought again last night because of the rose. Where's the time go?
Kathy?
Kathy, if you don't tell him okay, I will.
It's a closed book. Honey, you can turn an egg beater in a glass of water all day. You're not going to get whipped cream.
Try and argue with that.
Life, that's all. You can let Steffi stay up till 7 tonight. She'll sleep better.
Give me one good reason why you won't.
I told you. What chance would I have?
Well, you won the New York part of it, didn't you? That ought to prove something.
How many people grow roses in Manhattan?
Well, that whole penthouse crowd, they grow them. But you won it, Kathy, not them, you. You came across with the best new, what do you call it?
Hybrid.
Yeah, the best new hybrid this year. Right out there on that fire escape in our backyard. Now, Kathy, I want you to call those people in Baltimore, and I want you to tell them that you're coming to that get-together, and that you're coming in swinging to win the national championship. All right?
Don't ever stop dreaming, Johnny. Don't ever stop. No matter what I say. Goodbye, darling. Goodbye. Night, Johnny.
Night.
Is he unconscious enough to talk to you at all?
No.
I think maybe he could pull out of it enough now so that you might be able to talk to him.
There you go, Johnny.
Let me ask you something, Lars.
Yeah, some other time, Johnny. That new route inspector, he must have trained with Mussolini. He's got to be the guy that's got the trains running all the time. I'm 6 minutes behind already.
You know the guys downtown, right?
So?
Look, I need a loan, $250. Now, you think they'd advance it? I mean, things are going good on the stand, the magazines are selling, the weeklies are moving. Now, I'm going good, right? Now, what do you think, Lars? Would they do that?
Kid, even I can let you have 250.
250.
See you, Johnny.
Honey, the doctor wants you to take these pills. They have to operate again, and he wants you to take these pills.
Doctor, may I talk to him now? Johnny? Johnny, I'm from the police. We want to find out why you got into that ring.
Don't take any more bets at Jamaica or the 4th. All right. Rickety Ann, 100 on the nose, 6th Garden State.
JP wants 400 to win on Sandy Pine at first at Tanforan. I told him we don't handle no California action, but he's pushing me. What'll I tell him?
JP's a good customer. Tell him he's on.
Okay, JP, you're on.
All right. Hello. 4th and Aqueduct coming up. Okay, you got it. Hiya, kid.
All right. Mr. Muzo, I got to talk to you.
Sure, kid.
You're off at Aqueduct in the 4th.
Off a couple of thousand on Annalee, yeah.
Can we maybe just get over in the corner and talk?
Still can't forget how it was, can you, Johnny?
How it was?
Can we get in the corner? That's what you said. How about that? You still talk like a fighter.
I don't think about it no more, Mr. Muzo.
At the quarter, Mabel Shaw on top by 2, Sandy Willow second by half, Tenderfoot's luck third.
How about it?
What, kid?
Talk.
Harry's on the line. He wants to lay off a win bet, $2 grand. Mumbagal 7th Aqueduct.
Tell him I'll give it to somebody else. I'm loaded.
Look, I want to borrow $250, Mr. Musso.
Now, don't you start with the ponies, kid, huh? You got enough grief as it is.
At the half.
Your money I don't want, huh?
Head and head, 10 bucks left third, pick a lady.
But I need it, Mr. Musso, right away, this week. Not to bet, but for Kathy.
Johnny, how much did I loan you already, huh?
I know, Mr. Musso, but I'll pay it back. Look, this is important.
Kid, let me give you a message.
On a stretch, hold on for the winner. It's Billy's son by 3.
Billy's son, where did he come from?
40 to 1.
Got any action on him?
SK has a yard and a half on him to win.
I got a couple of big ones here, too.
Okay.
You mean nobody bothered to check to find out if this Dr. Benton was a boxing commission doctor? Huh? Tell him, Frank.
23rd March 1956, Dr. Randall Benton paid off his lease on East 64th Street, closed his office and disappeared. No family, never had one, no revocation of license, no reason to revoke.
They ought to take his license and burn it and scatter the ashes over the Jersey swamps to kill the mosquitoes. Where is this manager, this Gus Slate? Where is he?
Where should he be? He's at the gym or the Club 92 or in that sleazy room of his. What do you want from us? How did we know? The papers were all in order.
What the boxing commission will do to you characters is nothing compared to what we'll do to you if this kid doesn't come out in one piece. Is this clear? It'll be a long time before you make another match. And that stadium of yours, that's going to wind up the biggest indoor parking lot in Long Island. Now, get out! Frank, I want this Gus Slate. I want to know why he put this kid in the ring who hadn't had a fight in 4 years. This kid with a time bomb in his head. This kid who one punch would put in a pine box. Bring him in!
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know, Mike. All right. But so far, nothing. I scraped the barrels, but Slate's not in any of them. I checked his room, nothing in the closet but coat hangers. Nothing in the drawers but last year's newspapers. I checked the gyms. Nobody's seen him. I got a list of creditors from the owners. Just to check the list would take a month. Okay, Mike. Who says I can't do a month's worth before the end of the day? Yeah, I'm in the bar and grill where he's supposed to hang out. The bartender's next. Okay, Mike. I'll call him.
The braised beef is good today. What am I supposed to do, faint?
It's about Gus Slate.
Look, if I had a place where they set out 3 forks and 2 spoons for every plate, do you think they sending a guy off the street to flash his potsy and say it's about Gus Slate? That'll be the day. What's he done?
We want to talk to him.
Wednesday was the last time. At the snooker table, it was about 4 in the afternoon. He'd been nursing a beer since 2 when Johnny Meigs walked in.
Go on, Johnny. Still got the stand.
Yeah. I already shut down for the day.
Kathy still working?
And nights. We do it that way, kind of Steffi.
Sure. Drink?
No, it never did me any good, Gus. You ought to remember I never break training. Anyway, I still try to keep in, shape. Now, what do you think about the shape I'm in?
We're all in bad shape. The whole world's in bad shape. Hey, you must be doing pretty good in that stand of yours, Johnny. People like to read papers. They like to read what bad shape the world's in, huh?
Lately, Gus, I've been getting into form. I ain't told Kathy, but I've been working out.
I hate to ask you this, Johnny, but, well, you got a steady business now, and things have been kind of slow with me, and maybe you could spare me like a 10 spot, huh? Until I set up my next fight. I got a great new boy. Wait till you see him. Real great. Listen, if the 10 spot comes hard, how about a thin, huh? Whatever you think, Johnny.
Boy, ain't it a life.
Okay, kid, I just thought I'd ask.
Gus, I want to fight again.
You're out of your mind.
Look, I want to get back in there. Just one good fight.
One good hit in the head and you're dead. Forget it. The boxing commission never let you back in the ring.
Then get me a club fight somewhere. A private fight like a convention or a stag smoker. Look, Gus, I gotta have a purse right away. $250. I gotta have it.
You got something knocked loose in your head in that last fight, remember?
You know I ain't punchy.
I know it. Better if you was. You're walking around with a glass grenade between your ears. Somebody tap you right. Pow.
I can handle myself.
Look, what's so important about 250?
Well, I wouldn't tell nobody, Gus. Nobody but you. It's, to send Kathy to Baltimore.
Baltimore? You can get the Frisco and back for less than 250.
See, Kathy grew this rose. 3 years she fooled with it. Grafting and mixing and messing with it. And she called it the Steffi. The same as our daughter. And they say it's something, Gus, the guys that know about roses. They say it's the best new rose since the American Beauty rose. There's this festival down in Baltimore, see, on the 15th. It lasts a week. And growers come from all over the country to compete. Well, you figure car fare down and back and hotel. And stuff to cart the roses to keep them okay. Plus clothes for Kathy. I mean, she can't go with what she's got in the closet. It comes to $250.
You put your head on a block for a lousy rose, huh?
For Kathy. She won't admit it, Gus. She says she can't win, but it's the money, I know. She just won't admit that it's the money that's holding her back. But the rose, Gus, you know, it's something deep inside her. It counts, see?
Tell you what, kid. I'll have a doc check you over. He says okay, it's okay with me. He says no, I ain't gonna be the boy to lead you to your grave. Deal?
When can you set it up?
Said right away? Okay, right away.
Well, you're the best, Gus.
Be in touch with you.
I heard everything they said. So what's Gus got to run for? I mean, the kid, he asked for the fight. I mean, they wouldn't put him on a card unless he was in shape. So what happened last night is tough, but you can't blame Gus. Say, how's the kid doing? Bad as the papers say?
I haven't seen the papers.
Tell me your tongue has thinned down.
world was silent. It must have been something. Before the voices came, I was surviving nicely. Doing just fine. In my own little world of silence. Until I heard his voice.
Doc. Hey, Doc. Come on, Doc, wake up. Come on, Doc. Wake up, will you? Come on, Doc, wake up. Now, Doc, listen to me. Doc, I got a job for you. A fighter.
Go away. Go away. No more fighters.
I want you to look him over. I want you to tell him he's okay.
Gus, it's you.
All right. Now, listen, there's $50 in it for you.
Gus, you understand? I neglected my practice shamefully. Just walked away.
And a case of booze.
A case? A full case?
Yeah, a full case.
Oh. I don't want to think about it.
I'll get your black bag out of hock.
Thanks. Thanks. You realize, don't you, Gus? You can't get me out of hock.
Bigman.
They've been using them as coils, Sergeant, on a homemade still. Cookie moonshine out back of this apartment on West 54th Street.
What's left?
You against private enterprise?
Sarge, let me use your phone.
Mike has been yelling for you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have the names, Jerry.
Libby, Adam. Of course I recognize your voice. Yes, even with that cork in your mouth. Yeah, I know, elocution exercises. Honey, I want you to do something for me. Would you take a cab up to the Borough General Hospital? Well, no, you see, there's a young woman up there. Her name is Kathy Meigs. Her husband's in surgery, and, well, she doesn't want to leave his side. She has a problem. Well, she has to get another babysitter for her daughter, Stephanie. Yeah, Stephanie. She's about 3 years old, I guess. No, you don't need the address. Well, no, you see, she'll leave the hospital long enough to show you where the house is and introduce you to Stephanie and show you around the place. Yeah. Well, you know I do. Okay, thanks.
Does it make any sense, Mike, that Slate would go to that much trouble for 50% of a lousy $500 purse? Does it make any sense?
It sure makes sense to Gus Slate. How about bets?
No action, Mike. Not even a box top was bet. A lot of sentiment riding for Johnny, but no money. They ended up booing him at that.
You know there's company out here waiting?
Come in, Adam.
The lieutenant will see you in a couple of minutes. Well, I drew all blanks. I tried to find out why he had the fight in the first place, knowing that the right punch could be his last punch. No good.
He did it for a rose.
Bartender told me the story, Adam.
That could be the whole story. The fighter got a roast for his wife, the manager got $250.
That doesn't make sense, Mike. Unless, of course, it was a setup and there was money bet on the other fighter.
Not even a box top.
What about insurance?
Not a prayer, Adam. The insurance company would have given Johnny a physical. He'd have never passed.
Frank, you know, there's a lot of new policies these days. Small ones that you can get without a doctor's okay. You know, there's companies that work on volume. I must know at least 3 outfits that you can walk right in and for a small sum you can sign up for a year. Well, you can get about $1,500 coverage.
Okay. I want you boys to go all over town and check all the companies that give that kind of a policy.
Yes, sir.
And send Weller in.
Now, Mr. Weller.
Okay, Weller. Let's have it.
My boy's a clean fighter, Lieutenant. We just been down to the commission. They give him a clean bill.
What are you so nervous about?
How would you feel? My boy ain't never killed nobody before.
Johnny Meigs isn't dead yet.
I mean, my boy don't want that kind of publicity. Nobody likes a killer.
Don't hustle me, Weller. You know as well as I do that the crowd loves a killer. And if this Johnny Meigs dies, you got a gold mine in that nice, clean fighter of yours. I want you to level with me, Weller. How did Gus Slate get you to make a match with a crippled fighter?
He came into the gym and he said a few words about how his boy needed a fight, and
Looks pretty good, that kid of yours. He can hit.
so can a sledgehammer. He's got no class, no more than a sledgehammer.
It don't pay off in class. It pay off in hits.
You want his contract? I'll sell it to you cheap. I think he's a bum. I don't know why I waste my time on him.
I still think he looks pretty good. Still got a lot of juice. I remember when he used to fight Johnny Meigs.
Oh, there's a kid had class.
You know, Johnny wants to make a comeback.
Yeah? What about that glass head of his?
I just left him. Doc says he's solid as a rock. Clean bill of health. Tell you the truth, though. I hate to see him try it. You know, he's got a good business. He's doing fine.
Yeah, so what does he want with this, a rat race?
That's what I told him. He says he's coming back, with or without me. So I figure maybe I'll do him a little favor. You and me will let him fight Eddie.
Eddie? Look, Eddie's a bum, but Johnny ain't no condition. It's been a few years. On top of which, Eddie never liked him because how bad he always made him look. No, Gus, you put them two in a ring together, he bombed Johnny out of this world.
That's it. Don't you see, I figure if Johnny gets a little taste of canvas again, he'll run right back to his business. See what I mean? It'll be quite a match. Something like the old days.
Yeah, could be.
I figure it's the least I can do for the kid.
Gus, it's a hard favor. You got a point. In the long run, Johnny be better off.
That's the way I see it. Deal?
Deal.
Send up a stenographer, will you? Yes, Mr. Weller is getting ready to give us a statement about Gus Slate. And I want you to hang on. I want to talk to headquarters. I want to sound out on all points on Gussie Boy.
You know, it's funny how you associate everything that happens with who was your sitter when it happened. This time it's Mrs. Coditz. I keep thinking about it last week when it was Mrs. Hartman. That's when I should have known. That's when I should have stopped him.
Honey.
Who's with Steffi?
Mrs. Hartman, now, honey, listen.
Something's the matter.
Now, Kathy, will you listen? Everything's aces, see? Aces.
I'll get you a cup of coffee.
You're going to Baltimore.
Johnny, in a few minutes I'll be finished. You go sit down and drink your coffee.
I'm getting a bonus, $250.
For what?
For the way I run the stand. You know, I move a lot of papers across that stand. All right, the publishers know a good thing when they see it. 250 clams for Johnny Meigs, tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, they're having a get-together on Long Island. I get up in front of the boys, and they hand me the money.
That money's going in the bank.
No, ma'am. Baltimore. And tomorrow you're going to go out and buy a new dress, and shoes, and Kathy, I want you to get a nice spring coat. Because you got to look good when you win that blue ribbon.
Oh, Johnny, I love you.
Honest, you think she knows? What time did they take him back in surgery?
Please, Mrs. Coates.
I tell you, I bet you it was exactly an hour ago. That's when she started crying. She hasn't stopped since. I swear it's just like she knows. Do you believe in things like that?
How much does Mrs. Meigs owe you?
No money today. Maybe the next time, but not today.
Please take your money. You need it.
So what if we couldn't need? He's gonna be all right. You listen to Mrs. Coates. He's gonna be all right. He's dead. For a new dress and a spring coat.
Now, wait.
Let me go. They killed him! They killed him!
Slate! Slate!
What do you have in mind?
minute, Slate. Get up.
You keep calling me Slate. I keep telling you my name is Bill Jasper from Toledo.
Yeah. Come on, get up.
Look, I don't want to go in there. Come on, let me alone, will you? I don't want to go in there. Let me alone.
Mrs. Meigs, we think this is the man we want. We have to be sure. You take your time. We're going to be right outside.
I had this room on 28th Street. There was only one window, no view. The cord that holds the weights so the window will stay up was broken. I couldn't get any air because the window was broken. One day, I met a man. Wednesday, it was. Just after 3 o'clock, he held out his hand and asked for some rice pudding and coffee. The first time he came to call, he wore a plaid suit with a black shirt and a white tie with a spot on it. He brought me flowers, roses he brought me, and I saw where they'd torn his hands. The thorns. He held them so tightly in the subway. He had big hands. He said he was a fighter. He said his name was Johnny Meigs. He said, "Isn't it warm in here?" And I apologized for the window. Some men would have fixed that broken cord, and others would have said, "Sue the landlord." But not Johnny. He went out and bought a jack, the kind that most people put in the back of their cars, and he had it gift wrapped with a ribbon and everything. And when I opened it, he put it under the window with the handle out, and he marked on the windowsill 5 cranks for winter, 10 cranks for spring,
Take him down and book him.
Yes, sir.
Would you please step outside now, Mrs. Meigs? I have to prepare your husband's bed.
Get the coat.
Not yet.
I want you to get a red coat. Not blue, not brown, red. So when you stand up there holding the rose, the judge won't know which is the rose and which is you.
Adam?
Mike, everybody gets an hour off for lunch. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach.
Silence of the Portuguese.
I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need. By sun, candlelight. I love thee with the breath, smile, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death.
There are 8 million stories in the naked city. This has been one of them.
This has been a Screen Gems film presentation. Herbert B. Leonard, executive producer.